All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Check. Watch 54.
They go read option with Wilson. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there, first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Watch the twist. 36.
And he's got room. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
What we got?
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
54 is Mike. Check. One left. Right there, 54. 54 Mike. Quit talking about it.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz.
And it's 3rd down.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. D Ford providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Ready? 30 base. Come to wild work. We want it. Fair. Kill. Look. Squeeze. Shoot.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. He's checking. Crash.
Into the hands of Pettis. It's a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
32-yard line.
Set 70, Indy. Rip right. 5.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
Looked like he tried it all there. Tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pull it high. Lucky. Stay driven.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Ready up.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Push him back.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a give coming right is Breida. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Pumphrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the off.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
He'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 9. Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
51. You ain't going nowhere.
Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. An opening there on that first down run as he gets us forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Weapon.
Whip. Watch the whip. Out. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On play action, they'll throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A gain there of 30 big ones. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
91.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. Got it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Matchbox lights.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. D Ford able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. They run with Pumphrey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set. The edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Pumphrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the draw play, Coleman. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run again with Breida. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
You got tight right there. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
To throw again, Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
12.
Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play action. Now Wilson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
All ball, baby. All ball. It's all.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Break back. 280. 54 Mike. Wild
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And look at this for the 2nd straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Zebra. Gun. Mike 54. Here we go. Mike 54. Gun.
Here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly there to make the grab. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Looking to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. Let's go. 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Now it's Carson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. He can run for it, and he will. They find some open field here. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
14. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Listen. Switch. 14.
He's back to throw. He'll find Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So the victory here for San Francisco. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for San Francisco, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener.